right in. We're just going to get started, but I want to, before I step back onto my mat, you guys can hear me okay, right? All is good? Okay, cool. So we're going to work with, we've actually been working with this shape throughout the week, which I realize some of you have been with me and some of you haven't. But it's not a shape you haven't seen before. It's our figure 4 shape. So we kind of eased into it in Monday's class, and we've sort of gone a little further with it each time I've taught throughout the week. And so today we're going to work towards flying pigeon. Okay, so again, like it doesn't have to be that, but it can be that. Okay, so you'll see the shape start showing up in the very beginning of class, and then you'll see it progress, and then you'll get that chance if you want to take that arm balance later on, and you should feel pretty ready for that. Something I want to read to you just something fun, the significance of the number 4. I love numbers. I love reading about numbers and sort of the symbolism behind numbers. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. So I'll read just a little blurb about the number 4, and feel free to look it up later if you want to. The number 4 is a number of being. It is the number that connects mind, body, spirit with the physical world of structure and organization. 4 symbolizes the safety and security of home, the need for stability and strength on a solid foundation of values and beliefs. The spiritual nature of number 4 calls in the need for having or creating a sacred space and sanctuary in your home, a place to meditate and build your innermost foundation of strength and being. The symbolic meaning of number 4 deals with stability, and it invokes the grounded nature of all things. Consider the 4 seasons, 4 directions, 4 elements, all these amazingly powerful essences wrapped up in the nice square package of 4. 4s represent solidity, calmness, and home. So just a little invitation to just bring that with you, as we explore figure 4 today. All right, so we'll go ahead and close our eyes. I'm gonna step back onto my mat and just take a moment to drop in here. And because we're working with the number 4, we'll also work with our 4 count breath. Okay, so there's 4 parts to this breath, and each part is 4 counts long. So we'll inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4, and we're gonna do it 4 times. So I'm gonna guide you through the first 2 rounds, and then I'm gonna let you go on your own for the last 2 rounds, just so that you can work at your own pace, all right? So let's take a nice deep breath in, and a long breath out. And just starting to breathe in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going 2 more rounds on your own. When you finish that last round, just taking another nice deep breath in, long breath out. Take a moment to set your intention. And then we'll actually lie down, okay, on your back. So just taking a moment here to rest here on your back. And we're actually gonna come right into figure four. So you're gonna cross your right ankle over your left thigh. And you're gonna reach through the hole in your legs and just catch a hold of this left hamstring, okay? So some of you might feel, or you might already feel that and feel a little stiff. Some of you might actually not feel a whole lot. So you can start to pull the legs a little closer. You can actually catch the front side of that left knee. And then wherever you are, make sure you flex your feet and really move this top knee forward a little bit. Try to flatten out your back. Try to lengthen through the back of your neck. And pull your navel in. One more breath like this. Okay, great. So stay as you are through the legs. We're gonna actually reach the arms up. Okay, so imagine that you're gonna plant your palms on the ceiling. Okay, keeping your wrists shoulder distance apart. And then try to bring the tops of your arms towards your shin bone. Okay, tops of the arms towards your shin bone. And then try to pull your legs in a little closer so that your shin sort of slides up your arms. And then we're gonna push our hands towards the ceiling and see if your head can just lift off the ground. Okay, inhale, lower your head down. Exhale, push up. You're trying to get this top shin as far up the arms as possible. Let's try it one more time. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, push up. And then some of you might be able to wrap, okay, your right toes around that upper left arm. We're gonna hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower down. Keep your arms where they are. And then lower this left foot towards the floor. We're just gonna tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. So it's like a little crunch, a little ab work here. And then roll that lower pelvis up towards the body. So you're bringing that top shin towards the arms. Couple more. Last one, bring it in. And then push the hands up. Good, see if you can get that shin a little higher up your arms. See if you can wrap your right toes around your upper arm. Your head is off the mat. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Good, release your bottom foot to the floor. You can relax your arms. Let's take your arms out nice and wide. Hop your hips over to the right side of your mat and let your legs fall over to the left. Okay, so you're gonna try to wedge your right foot under that left knee and just take a little twist. Look towards your right hand. Nice deep breath in and out. And then inhale, slowly bring yourself back, uncross the legs, bring your hips back to the middle of your mat, and then we're gonna switch sides, okay? Left ankle crosses, yep, the right thigh. Reach your hands through the hole, catch the hamstring, start to pull the legs towards your belly. So flexing both feet. If you want more, catch that right knee, but keep a 90-degree bend here in your right knee. Yeah, be mindful not to drop the heel. Good, pulling those legs, flattening out your back, deep breaths, lengthening the back of your neck. One more breath here. Really good. So let's go ahead and reach those arms up. Okay, so palms flat towards the sky, and then take a deep breath in. Exhale, move the tops of your arms towards your shin and push the hands towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower the head down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower the head down. Exhale, this time hold it up. So try to get up a little higher, okay? Try to get that shin bone as far up the arm as possible. Maybe wrap your upper right arm with your left toes. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, slowly release. Let's tap this right foot to the floor and then pull it back for that little crunch. So just little lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. 2, 3, 1 more. So pull it in, hold it here, flex your feet, push your hands up, lift your head one more time. Try to wrap that tricep with your left toes. 3, feel the abdominal work. 2, 1, inhale, release. Relax your arms, you can extend them out to the side. Hop your hips over to the left side of your mat. Let's spill the knees to the right and try to keep that left ankle hooked under that right knee. Just one more breath. And then we'll inhale to come all the way back with the knees, uncross the legs. Yes, and then hug your knees to your chest. We'll go ahead, rock and roll, forward and back. And we're gonna meet here in a standing forward fold. So your feet are about hip distance. Let the head rest down. So a couple of options here. You can catch a hold of your opposite elbows, so you're in more of that ragdoll, or you can weave your right arm behind your left calf and then come through the legs to hook the left shin, okay? And you can take this left arm around the left calf, through the legs, hooking onto the right shin. And wherever you are, we'll just really breathe there into your upper middle back. Yes, we're here for 3. Let your head really hang heavy, so release your neck of any responsibility to hold your head. 2, and 1. Inhale, lift your gaze halfway. Hands can come to the chins if you like. Exhale, plant your palms and step back into your plank pose. So let's start to fire those legs up, okay? Pressing those heels back, lifting up through the belly. You might even find like a little bit of a rounded upper back, okay? Really pushing into the floor. Good, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. As you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. So just one round of our baby cobra. Untuck your toes, inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart, and then pause here. You try to root your pubic bone into the floor. Yeah, try to engage the muscles along your spine. So lifting your heart a little further, and then maybe lifting your hands off the mat. And one more inhale, see if you can lift a little higher. Exhale, release the palms, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. I think every joint in my body just cracked. So take a nice deep breath in, relax the head here, shake it out, maybe pedal your feet. And so we'll move through 3 sun salutations just to get things nice and warm. So our Surya A, feel free to modify your chaturangas. Maybe modify your up dogs if you need to this morning. Okay, as we inhale, we'll look forward, step, walk, or jump to the top of your mat, half lift. Exhale, fold down the legs. Root to rise. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Here we are, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands down, Tadasana. Round 1, here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step walker, jump back. Move through your chaturanga or modified chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or modified up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. Once you get there, just settle in. Smooth out your breath. Relax your head. And lift your kneecaps. So you're engaging through your thighs. One more breath. And we'll inhale. Once again, look forward, step, walk, or jump. Ardha Uttanasana, top of your mat. Exhale, fold down your legs. Let's root to rise. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. All right, round two. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, let's fold down the legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, or you modify. Inhale, upward facing chest. And exhale, downward facing chest. So if I move too fast for you or too slow for you, just find your own pace. Okay, we're here for three. Finding that Ujjayi pranayama, deep nostril breathing. And then as we inhale, look forward, step, walk, or jump. Here we are again. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Let's root to rise. Inhale, pushing through feet, sweeping arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. So last round, here we go. Inhale, when you're ready, arms up. Exhale, down we go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Vinyasa. So you step, walk, or jump back. Take that Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra, and then make your way downward facing dog. Just stay with it here for three. Those look good. Two, so you're moving your chest toward your thighs. Yep. And one. Inhale, look forward, step, walk, or jump, top of your mat. Exhale, fold down your legs. Root to rise, inhale, here we go. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Very nice. All right, so make sure your feet are together. Okay, line up your toes. We're gonna bend the knees. Inhale, sit low. Utkatasana, chair pose. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, inhale, lift your head and heart, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot back. Okay, we're gonna actually bend the front knee and let your back knee come down for a moment. We'll inhale, sweep your arms up. So see if you can actually clasp your hands, okay, and steeple your first finger. Yeah, good. And then just let your hips move forward and back a couple times. And then take an inhale, find a sweet spot. Exhale, you can move over to the right and find a side bend. Beautiful. One more breath. Gazing right out on the horizon. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release your hands down. You're gonna tuck your back toes and lift your knee. Okay, left hand roots down, right hand sweeps up. You find this twist. And then as you exhale, float your right hand down. So some of you have tried this transition with me before, either this week or in the past. It's a little tricky at first, but it's actually pretty easy. So take your left hand off your mat, okay? Just step it right off your mat. You're gonna shift your left shoulder to come over your left wrist. And then your back leg is gonna cross behind your front leg, okay? You're gonna try to get it as far off the mat as possible so that you're kind of in this little side plank. So you should be on the knife edge of your left foot, and your right foot can be flat on the ground. Reach your right arm up. Good. We can reach this arm overhead, get a bigger stretch, really lift your hips. And then let's try to lower the hips towards the floor and reach this top hand towards your back foot. Okay, a little IT band stretch. Here we go, try that again. Inhale, lift, reach the arm over. Exhale, lower. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift, Reach the arm over. Exhale. Woo. Lower. Feeling the heat, right? Inhale, lift the hips, reach this right arm up. Now take this left leg and just weave it through. Okay, you're gonna come all the way down to a seat. Woo, right on, you guys. Good work. So keep your left foot on the ground. Here's this figure 4 again. Yeah, we cross the right ankle over the left thigh. If your hips are tight, you might need to walk your hands back. Okay, if you need more of a stretch, walk your hands as close up as possible. You want to flip your fingers to point down your mat. And just like you did on your back, flex this top foot, lift your chest. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, one more inhale. Good, as you exhale, take a little lie back on your back, and you're gonna lift those legs. So again, bring the backs of your arms towards that shin bone, okay? It's kind of awkward, right? Get the backs of your arms towards your shin bone. Push your hands up towards the sky and try to bring your legs as close to your armpits as possible. If you can, wrap your right toes around your upper left arm. Good. Now stay here through your abs. Lift your head. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, release. Whew, nice job. All right, so take those knees into your chest. We'll rock and roll. Coming into your standing forward fold. From here, lift your head, lift your heart. As you exhale, flip your right toes out, your heels come in, and we lower down, Malasana. So finding our yogi squat. Good. Okay, a little cardio interval, just to keep things nice and warm. Take a few breaths here, and then I'll show you what's next. All right, so our hands are gonna come down. Now you can step back or you can hop back. The feet will come back, and then they're gonna come up, and then they're gonna come back, and then they're gonna come up. So just a few times. Again, you can be just walking, okay, your feet forward and back. A few more. And then you can step or walk to your plank, take a deep breath in, move through your vinyasa. And you're gonna make your way to down dog. And just take a moment, let your heart rate slow down a little bit. Find some rest in your body. Beautiful. And as we inhale, we'll sweep our right leg to the sky. Okay, right leg lifts. Yep. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. So we'll start to look under this right arm. And for those of you who want to flip your dog, you can just take it right over into that rock star. Really nice. So just coming back as slowly as possible to maintain the integrity as you inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Coming up into high lunge, inhale, root to rise. And then we'll pause here as you exhale. Beautiful, I'll face you guys for this. So again, just steeple your hands, interlace your fingers, steeple that first finger. Maybe you bounce a little here. If your low back is cranky, you can bend your back knee a little bit, move your pelvis forward. We'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, a little bend to the right. Good, inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, we're gonna bring this prayer across that front leg, hook that left elbow, and then spin your gaze upward. One more breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Yes, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms up. Exhale, come all the way back to stand. Take a moment, take a breath. Okay, so same, all of that on the other side. Feet together, line up your toes. Here we go, chair pose. Inhale, bend the knees, scoop the arms up. Hold it here. So find your heels, pull that rib cage in, lift your chest. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway, and then step your right foot back. We'll take that knee down, okay, for a moment. And sweep the arms up. And you'll clasp your hands, steeple your fingers, and then just move your hips forward and back. Kind of move my spine with this one too. And you'll find a sweet spot. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, bend over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, releasing your hands down. Okay, we'll tuck our back toe, lift that back knee. Root your right hand down and sweep your left hand up. One more breath. Good, so as you exhale, take your left hand down, okay? This right hand comes off our mat. So we're gonna take the right shoulder over your right wrist, and then this back foot is gonna step off the mat in the other direction. So you're in one long line, like a side plank. Okay, you're on the knife edge of your right foot, your left foot is flat, left arm reaches up. I'm gonna face you guys. Let's start to reach this arm overhead. Lift your hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we'll start to lower your hips a little bit and reach this hand toward that straight leg. Good, inhale, let's try it again. Lift. Exhale, lower. Woo, inhale, let's lift it up. Reach your left arm up and then just weave this right leg through. Okay, we'll go ahead and have a seat. Awesome. And we'll cross that left ankle over your right thigh. I'm starting to become more daring with just the different types of challenges online versus in person, kind of learning how to do that. So if you need less, right, you walk the hands back. If you need more, walk your hands forward, flex your top foot. You're looking for as much feedback as possible. So even if you need to slide this right foot back, flex your top foot, lifting up through your chest for 3, 2, and 1. Let's slowly lie all the way down on your back. So I forgot to say this before, but if this gets too much, you can just hang out here in your figure 4. But we're gonna send the arms up, palms flat towards the sky. And then try to get the tops of those, the backs of your arms, so your triceps towards that shin bone. Like when I first do that, like my elbows are, like my leg is nowhere near the upper arm, right? So you gotta pull the legs in, activate your abdominals, and then push your hands up, lift your head. Try to wrap those left toes around the upper right arm. We're here for 3, hold it. 2, and 1, slowly release. We'll hug the knees in. Give yourself a little rock and roll, front and back. And we'll land in our standing forward fold again. Let's take the hands behind us this time. Interlace your fingers and then let the arms move forward. Let the shoulders loosen a little bit. You can start to notice that there's like crunchy stuff that kind of sits around the shoulder joints. So really breathe into that, break up that tension. Awesome. Let's take the hands back to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. And then as you exhale, spin your toes out, your heels come in, and you're gonna find that squat again. And I think all of you know the modification here, but this is the halfway down if the all the way down is too much. Okay, elbows on the knees or elbows on the thighs. Okay, so option to come into our crow, which is using very similar muscles as our flying pigeon. So let me just walk you through this one. If you know it, just come into it. Okay, hands are flat on the ground. Make sure they're about shoulder distance apart. You're gonna start to lift your bum and pop up onto the balls of your feet and nestle your knees into your armpits. So here's that, like, knees are on the upper arms, right? Shift your chest beyond your fingernails. Push your hands into your mat, lift your heart, lift your head, look forward. Okay, if your head drops, you'll face plant. Let's squeeze one heel up. You can either switch the feet or squeeze the other heel up. Pull your abdominals in. We're here for 3, 2, 1. You're gonna come back into that little squat. Just take a breath. If you came into your arm balance, right? And we'll move through that cardio interval one more time, where you can either step your feet back and forward, or you can jump, okay? Jumping or stepping. I want you to notice the use of your abdominals as you pull the feet forward. 2 more. So you'll come into your plank, take a deep breath in, and Vinyasa as you exhale. Lifting up through your heart, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Come back to your breath. Beautiful. And just try to stabilize here through a slower inhale, slower exhale. All right, so as we inhale, left leg lifts. Yeah, we'll bend the knee, open up the hip. And then you'll start to look under this left shoulder. And then maybe you'll just keep going, yeah, until you flip your dog. You're in that wild thing. Pushing down through the feet, lifting up through the hips. And then slowly come back, nice and easy. Left leg lifts, you're in that 3-legged dog. Take a deep breath in, exhale, step in between your hands. And then we'll just pause here. Okay, high lunge, root to rise, inhale. Once you get your balance, go ahead and clasp your hands. So you're interlacing, steeple that first finger, maybe bounce your legs a little bit. You need to bend that back knee, move your hips forward to get out of your lower back. Go ahead and do that. We'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, take it over to the left. So feeling that big stretch through your right psoas. Perfect. Let's inhale. Just slowly bring yourself back to center. As we exhale, we'll pull this prayer across the body, across that front thigh. Hook that elbow. Press your hands together and then spin your gaze up. So whenever I'm wobbly in this one, I have to get more length, okay? So press your back heel back, stretch your heart forward, pull your belly in for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, release your hands. Okay, we'll step to the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Let's root to rise. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, hands come down by your side. Nice job. Take a moment and just close your eyes. So we're gonna see this figure 4 shape again. Okay, it's coming up for the third one here. This is where you get to kind of throw it all together. Okay, so we'll start on your left foot standing, lifting up through your right knee. So I like to bring my hands to my heart on this. Lift up through your right knee. Just establish your balance. Find that center line. And then crossing that ankle over your thigh. Okay, we'll start to sit back. So I imagine that I'm poking the wall behind me. That's the direction you want your tailbone to go in. And you can stay right here with your hands at your heart. Or you're gonna start to bring your elbows to your knees. Okay, so you could just be here. Elbows are on the knees, lifting up through your chest. If you want more, you're gonna bring your hands to the mat. Okay, so this is what we did on our back, right? Get that shin to the very upper part of your arms. See if you can wrap your right toes around that left upper arm. If you're feeling comfortable here, you can start to, just like we did in crow pose, start to move your heart beyond your fingernails, push down into the mat, lift your head, lift your heart, and then maybe squeeze your left heel towards your bum. And hold for 3. If you have the extension, okay, you can extend that bottom leg, 2. And then just slowly, come back. So let's unravel the same way we went in. Okay, we come back, hands at heart, we lift the knee, and then we're just gonna release. Take a moment, step your feet apart and just close your eyes. Maybe soften the knees a little bit. Beautiful. All right, so feet come back together, top of your mat. As you inhale, right foot steps to the back of your mat. So you'll inhale, step back, open your arms wide. So we're in this big wide-legged stance. Okay, it's our Upavishta. Sorry, no, not, this is Prasarita. Okay, hands come to your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, fold down the legs. So starting to walk your hands back, we're gonna set up for potential tripod headstand. So hands walk back, palms are, shoulder distance apart, and then your head starts to move toward the ground. So just stay like that. I'm gonna come over to the screen. And if your head is like on the ground and you're ready to come to headstand, you're welcome to come up. If you feel like, yeah, those look really good. Everyone looks really good, so just stay with that. We're here for 3, lifting up on your kneecaps, engaging your thighs. 2. And 1. So just slowly we start to come back up. If you're upside down, your feet are back to the floor. We lift the gaze, look forward, and then exhale, walking ourselves around to the front of our mat. We'll take another little cardio interval here. So you can step and switch the feet, okay? Or you can hop and switch the feet. Just a few more. You're gonna land with the right foot in front. And let's take your hands inside your front foot and lower your back knee down. We'll take your front foot over to the right a little bit. And then stay here on your left hand. We'll inhale, reach this right hand up. And as you exhale, reach back, okay, for the foot. And maybe try to bend that back knee and actually catch your foot. So if you're on the kneecap, it's gonna hurt, okay? So just make sure you're above the kneecap. For those of you who need, or flexible, need a little more, you can come onto your left forearm here. One more breath. And then just slowly starting to come back to the inside of the foot. Okay, we'll tuck your back toe, lift that knee, and then start to walk your right foot across your mat to come into your pigeon pose. So Heidi, I think you usually come onto your back for this, or you're welcome to modify however you need. Okay, we'll sit up nice and tall. I like to stay for a little while here. So stay upright until you feel like you've gotten a really nice stretch here through this back leg. And then you can start to fold, maybe coming onto the elbows, maybe coming down onto your forehead. Awesome. Let's inhale, come back up to your hands. And Heidi, you can rock and roll and meet us in your side plank. We're gonna tuck your back toes, lift your knee, spin your left heel towards the left side of your mat, and you're gonna stack your right foot on top of your left, okay? Right arm reaches up. And let's do this. Let's either come into tree pose with the top foot, okay, resting inside the leg, or let's peace finger bind inside the big toe and maybe extend the leg up. So if any of that feels available, you're welcome to play with that. We're here for 3, 2, and then just slowly make your way back to plank pose. Take a deep breath in, exhale, Vinyasa. Meeting back in downward dog, pause, breathe. Okay, so let's take this right leg again, lifting up towards the sky. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Okay, exhale, knee to chest. Let's do that again. Inhale, sweep that right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. One more time, inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Step in between your hands. Spin your back heel. Root to rise, here we go, warrior 2. Evenly distributing our weight. Big hip opener, okay? The power in this pose really is when you get this back leg super engaged, because it feels like it's really about the front leg. Both legs should work exactly the same amount. Really squeeze this back leg. Starts to peel open your groin here. And so as we inhale, reversing our warrior, let's straighten out your front leg. Exhale, come back, warrior 2. Again, inhale, take it back. Exhale, let's go a little further, elbow to thigh, left arm reaches over. Good, let's do it one more time. Inhale, take it back, reverse, straighten your front leg. Exhale, let's go a little further, maybe Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So you can take either of the first 2 that we did, or you can float onto your right foot, extend your left arm up, stack that left hip over your right, and become like a big star, okay, expanding in all directions. If you want a little more, you can start to float this right hand up to your chest for 3, 2. As we exhale, release your hands down, square off your hips, and then step your left foot down beside your right. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, come all the way back to stand, and pause. Close your eyes, take a breath. Okay, so same on the other side. So we'll be rooting down through our left foot, hands to the heart. Oops. And you'll start to lift your right knee. Sorry guys, my mic is falling off. Okay. So just finding that nice balance. Wait, we're standing on the right foot, right? Yes. Left knee is up, and then crossing that ankle over that thigh. Flex your top foot, start to sit back. You'll notice just coming into here is like, whoa, you really feel that in your hip. So you might just hang out here, okay? Buoyant chest, hands at your heart. If you want more, elbows come down, whoo, to the shin. If you want more, palms press into the earth, getting that shin bone as high up on the arms as possible. You're gonna wrap those left toes maybe around the upper right arm. If that's all feeling good, you're gonna shift your chest to come beyond your fingernails. Lift up, up, up through your chest and your head, and then maybe squeeze this right heel towards your bum. Engaging those abdominals, maybe extending the leg. And then you're gonna just slowly come out exactly how we went in. Okay, nice and easy. Just unravel like you hit the rewind button. Lifting up on that knee and then releasing down. Just step the feet apart. Close the eyes. And then we'll take a little twist here. Just a little easy, like a windmill twist. Okay, so I'm gonna come to this other edge of my mat so that I can see you guys. But come to the top of your mat. We'll step back with the left foot this time. Okay, inhale, step back. Come open to this big, wide open position. So Prasarita, hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, let's walk your hands back to the floor and we'll walk them back. So I'm gonna actually give you the chance to come into that tripod headstand one more time, if you're wanting that. So if a headstand is something that you're not currently feeling confident around or like you are able to do it, what you can do here is you can work towards getting the crown of your head towards the floor. So even if you have to take your feet a little bit wider apart, and then eventually, once the crown of the head is on the ground, you just start to work with the transfer of weight. Just pushing a little bit through the hands until you feel like you're getting a little bit lighter through your feet. And then eventually we start to work on floating those feet off the ground. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale. Release the feet to the ground or walk your hands forward wherever you are. Ooh, nice job. And we'll walk those hands back to the front of your mat. So another little cardio interval, last one. You can step the feet or you can hop switch the feet. Good. Just a couple more. You're gonna land with the left foot in front. Take your hands inside the foot and lower your back knee. Okay, we'll walk this left foot over to the left a little bit. And then lifting up through your chest, root your right hand down. And as you inhale, sweep this left hand up. And then as you exhale, we're gonna try to reach for that back foot. And if it's available, we're bending that knee and maybe even catching that foot. And if you're needing more, you come onto that right elbow. So the rule of thumb is like, if it takes your breath away, you actually can't breathe, you've gone a little too far. You need to back it out. And then just slowly, starting to come back up to your hands. Let's take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, tuck your back toes and lift this knee off. We'll start to inhale, walk this left foot across your mat, and then find that pigeon pose. Good. So try to come into this upright position first. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then as we exhale, you can start to come down. And then you just find that sweet spot where you're able to let go deeper and deeper with each breath. Gorgeous. Let's start to come back up to your hands. And as you exhale, tuck your back toes. Okay, lift this knee. So your right heel is going to spin to the right side of your mat, and you're going to stack your left leg on top, and your left arm's coming up. So we're right into this little side plank. Now you might take your top foot inside that leg and find that little side tree pose. And you might take your peace finger bind on the inside of your big toe and catch, pulling this knee up and then maybe even extending the leg. We're here for 3, 2. As you exhale, just making your way back to plank pose as gracefully as possible. Just take a deep breath in. Exhale, Vinyasa or cat-cow or child's pose. And come back to your breath. Steady, easy does it. All right, left leg lifts. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, knee to chest. 2 more. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Hold it here. Step in between your hands. Okay, we'll spiral your back heel. Windmill up, warrior 2. So we inhale, root to rise. Exhale, settle in. So that back thigh is actually rotating in, and your front thigh is rotating out. That always helps me to imagine that. Okay, so we'll inhale, take it back, straighten this front leg. Exhale, bring it back to warrior 2. Little progression. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, elbow to thigh, right arm reaches over. Stay for a breath. Inhale, take it back, front leg straightens out. Exhale, little progression, option, okay, to come right here. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose, or you take the first or the second option. Woo! If you fall out, just come back in. So it's a nice challenge to see if you can look towards that top hand. Maybe even floating that left hand to your heart. And when I do that, I actually find a spot on the floor. Gotta keep lifting that top leg up. 3, 2, 1. Good. Release your hands, square off your hips. Release your right foot down. Bend your knees until your bum comes all the way to the ground. Nice job, you guys. Let's give ourselves a really big hug here. Cosmic egg. Sweep those arms around you. You can sit up nice and tall and squeeze the legs in, or you can bow the head. Just make sure I'm on track here. All right, so let's go ahead and lie down on our backs. And we'll set up for our back bend, okay? So if you're coming into your full wheel, which if you feel like that's accessible, I'm gonna recommend it, okay? Hands by your ears. If that feels like just too much today, or you're not ready for that, hands are by your hips. Okay, so you're coming into low bridge if that's the case, yeah? As you inhale, start to lift up. Here's our low bridge. Hips lift, middle back lifts, and then you walk your hands under you and get those shoulders off your chest. Interlace your fingers. You come all the way up. Okay, even though it's a little bit of a different position, you're still getting your shoulders off your chest onto your back. No matter where you are, your knees still move forward, hips move up, heart moves back. Hug those inner thighs in just a touch. We're here for 3, stay with your breath. 2, and 1. So every time we stay a little bit beyond that part of us that wants to come out, okay, we build strength. We shift the way we respond to stress every time we do that. Let's take our feet together, let the knees fall out wide. Right hand to belly, left hand to heart. And then just in your own way, see if you can come back to that 4 count. Inhale, the pause, the hold, the 4 count exhale, the pause, the hold. Awesome. And we'll take our knees together. Extend your arms out to the side. Take your knees up over the hips. We'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop them over to the left. You'll look over to the right. And then we'll inhale, come back up, knees over hips. And you'll exhale, drop your knees over to the right. Inhale, bring your knees back up over your hips. Exhale, extend your legs forward and your arms back. Take a big full body stretch. Squeeze everything. And then exhale, relax your arms down, relax everything. Close your eyes and find our Shavasana, final rest. I'm going to call you back in just a few minutes. Just realized I was on mute, you guys. I'm so sorry. So let's close out with an Om together. All right, hands are at your heart. Let's take a nice deep breath in to prepare. Oh. We'll bow our heads forward, just taking a moment to bless this day, pronouncing it all good, saying thank you and namaste. Thank you all so much. My apologies. I'm having some issues with my brand new Mac computer, and it keeps doing this thing where it completely